Is it possible to learn how to dance forró in parties? Yes, it is. I'm gonna be discussing here in this video the pros and cons. This video is an edited version of a longer video discussing 4 different ways to learn how to dance forró. If you want to see the complete video, the link is here in the description. Party, shows, events. This is the way that many people get started with forró, especially in Brazil. You go to an event, you see people dance, you want to be part of it, you want to socialize with other people, and you invite someone to dance, or someone invites you to dance, and it's a trial and error process. The pros. Number 1 is usually a long time that you have. If you go to a party where you have a live band and a DJ, usually you have like 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to be dancing and practicing. So you have a lot of time to learn and practice your moves. Number 2, regarding our pros, is that usually there are many people with different styles, with different experiences. So there's a lot of diversity and you can experiment in your dance and dance with different people. Number 3 would be regarding the social aspect. The focus is on the social aspect. It's all about having fun, enjoying meeting people, which is a wonderful experience. And number 4 regards the price, that you're not paying for a class. You're paying for a party and you're getting this opportunity to learn as a bonus as part of the event. Let's talk about the cons in parties. Usually there's not much space to dance, depending on the party you go. But if you go to a party that many people going, you're not going to have much space to try your movement. So depending on the movement you want to learn or practice, you're not going to have that much space. Another element is that there's no one actively teaching you, unless you have a friend who is giving you tips, or you're working on a move or trying to practice with a friend a movement. But in general, people are in the party just to socialize and to dance with other people. The social aspect is much more important than the learning aspect. You're rarely gonna get any kind of feedback. People in parties, it's not very polite to be, oh, you should do this or should do that. And I don't recommend people to do this. When I'm in party, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a dancer. I'm just there to dance. And most people have this mindset. So you're not going to get any feedback when you're dancing. And this can lead you to acquiring and reinforcing bad habits. And lastly, you need a little bit of social skills to be in a party. And depending on your personality, can be a little bit challenging. When you are in a class, you are there and everybody's going to dance with you because it's part of the social dynamic of these other kinds of classes. In the party, people are not there to dance with everybody. Everybody has a different reason to be in a party. They just want to be with their friends. They just want to dance with a certain person. They want to dance with everybody. Everybody has a different reason for being in the party and what they want from the moment. So you need some level of social skills to be active in the dance floor. And I feel this can be especially challenging for beginners because many times you don't know people there and you're not so confident about your dancing skills. So this can be a big con if you're just starting and you are not so much of an extrovert. My opinion about it, parties are wonderful for the fun and also to practice, dance with different people, take all the movements that you know and try to perfect, to make them work, to adapt, to work on your musicality. I strongly recommend my students to use the parties and go to the parties for those reasons. But I think parties are not the best way to learn or to improve your dance. Thank you for watching this video. As I mentioned before, there is a link here in the description with a longer video with 3 other ways, 3 other methods for you to learn forró. So in conclusion, there are many different ways with pros and cons that you can use to learn. And I actually believe that a combination of different methods is likely to be the most effective and faster way to improve your skills. Use complementary ideas and complementary methods. Maybe go to classes and then take a few private classes, lessons with your favorite instructor. Maybe have online classes for you to work on your personal skills and practice at home, and go to parties to dance. If we combine all these methods, we can really improve as dancers. And in the end, the important thing is to have fun, is to enjoy, to do something that makes you feel good and also helps you enjoy more and more being part of this community of forró dancers, participating in parties and events, meeting people, and having a lot of fun. If you like this video, as always, please give us a like here on the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. There's a lot of content like this and much more to come. Also talking about this, I'm doing a series of videos, of these kinds of videos, discussing elements or best ways for the embrace, tips for musicality, characteristics of the best dancers. And I'm gonna also do a playlist, and I'm gonna make also available here on the description of this video. With that said, I want to say goodbye to you guys, send a virtual hug and a kiss. See you next time.